Good morning, my dear students. Today we can continue our last session of our history third lesson, Indian Constitution, Rights and Duties. Today's our topic is directive principles. What is mean by directive principles? The Constitution directs the central and the state governments to organize and implement programs keeping the public welfare in mind. These directives are included in the Indian Constitution as the directive principles. They are directions, not laws or rules. They are in directions for the betterment of the society. Look, action plan for plastic waste treatment. Government declared rebate for khadi products. Pan masala prohibited. These are some provisions of the government in order to protect the people of society. Certain provisions of directive principles are given there. They are free legal aid, equal pay for equal work to both men and women, protection of the educational and economic interest of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, ensuring international peace and security. These are some of the important provisions of directive principles. Okay. What are the importance of these directives? Importance of these. They are helpful for the creation of a welfare society or state. They are certain socio-economic and political programs in order for the creation of a welfare state. Certain socio-economic political programs are implemented by the Constitution. They are directions. They are to be considered while formulating policies and implementing plans. Certain rights which were impossible to included in the fundamental rights are included in the directive principles. There is no provision to approach the court for the enforcement of the directive principles. For example, we know that this directive principles ensure equal pay for equal work to both men and women. But we know that there is no equality in the case of the wages of men and women. There is differences. Okay, but we cannot approach the court for ensuring this rights. It is not right, it is a provisions. Okay. Several ideas of Mahatma Gandhi have been included in the directive principles. Some important are organization of Grama Panchayat, promotion of cottage industries, and prohibition of intoxicating substances. These were some of the ideas of our father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. There is an indivisible relation between fundamental rights and directive principles. Directive principles are to be implemented for the realization of fundamental rights in its full sense. As a criterion which help the evaluation and betterment of the governmental activities. But no one can deny the importance of the directive principles. Then we can find out what are the fundamental duties. As we enjoy the fundamental rights At the same time, we have to follow the fundamental duties. It is the duty of the every citizens. Okay. Then, which are the some of the important fundamental duties? Okay, fundamental duties. They are fundamental duties are included in part 4th A of the Constitution. Certain duties are to be performed by the citizens towards the state to protect the unity and integrity of the nation. These duties are known as fundamental duties. I will say some important fundamental duties. Obey the Constitution. It is the fundamental duty. Then respect the national anthem and national flag. If we deny or we didn't obey these rules, it will be a crime. Protect the sovereignty and unity and integrity of the nation. Another important fundamental duty is to defend the country. Next one, to promote the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people and protect the dignity of women. To protect the natural environment. To protect the heritage of our country. To develop the scientific temper, humanism and the spirit of inquiry. To safeguard public property and to abjure violence, etc. are some of the important fundamental duties included in our Constitution. Okay, then it is our duty to perform these fundamental duties. Some important duties are given in our front page in our textbook, front or last page, I forgot. Okay, you can find out that one. Okay, then how can an individual become a citizen of India? The citizenship is the special recognition given by the country to an individual. Any individual can become a citizen of India by birth, hereditary, registration, grant of citizenship, and when any particular land becomes a part of India. Article 5 to 11 of the Constitution deal with citizenship in India. An individual has only single citizenship. But in the case of USA, there is dual citizenship. There an individual has state citizenship and national citizenships. Okay.